Hello everyone, I'm Smita from the blog Smiling Colors. Today I'm sharing a fun mixed media coloring technique, just a fun way to change your coloring and bring in a little detail and texture. You will want to choose a design that has open spaces, nothing too detailed for this technique. This particular coloring page was designed by Marie Browning, Tombow's signature designer. We're going to be adding old dictionary papers to add interest to the areas of our coloring page. Using a sharp pair of scissors, cut out a leaf-like shape that is small enough to fit inside this leaf here. Then using the Tombow Mono Aqua liquid glue, adhere it into place. Apply a thin layer of glue so that the glue doesn't ooze out from underneath. You can use any kind of paper to add these details. Think newspaper, pattern papers, tissue paper, or even maybe some kind of burlap. At some point you're going to find leaves that are being overlapped by a flower, like here. For these, I cut my leaf shape and hold it in its position with one hand. With another hand, I carefully cut along the flower outline. Okay, now here I have all of my dictionary paper leaves cut and adhered. They have dried about 10 minutes and are ready for the coloring. Now the fun part, the actual coloring. I'm using Tombow dual brush pens for this technique because they are water-based. I also have 2 round paintbrushes and some water for this technique. I will leave links below to all of the supplies used so that you could find them easily as well. I scribbled 3 shades of green onto the palette here, and now with the damp brush I'm picking up the color and painting in the leaf shapes. I paint over the paper we have adhered, and immediately you can see that the leaf has so much more interest. I don't really do much shading, I'm just picking up one of the 3 colors at random and adding them to the different parts of the leaf. Another fun thing you can do with the blending palette, you can mix the colors on it and create newer shades of color. Now onto the flower. I'm using just one pink color. Now for this I'm picking up the color with the damp brush just as before. You're going to see that on the flower my brush strokes are very noticeable. This is because I'm using a matte photo paper. The tendency of the photo paper is to absorb the color as quickly as possible. I like the texture that the brush strokes create. You just have to be mindful when you are painting and add your brush strokes along what would be a flower petal vein. Add another darker layer of color on top of the first layer. That is the beauty of coloring on photo paper. The colors will sit on top of each other nicely and not blend to create a messy color. At this point I felt that the flower here needed a touch of mustardy yellow, and so I'm adding some yellow to the tips of the flower only. You can see that the yellow sits on top and creates a dual tone of a flower. If you were to do this on mixed media paper, the yellow and pink would mix and create a new color. But on photo paper, the pink has been totally absorbed by the paper, and anything you add sits on top as a transparent layer. And this creates a really cool effect. Now I went ahead and colored the other 2 flowers in the same manner. I super sped up the video here just to show you a quick glimpse of it. At times it might feel like the paper adhered is moving. That's because the aqua glue we used is water-based and it might get dissolved a bit. But in the end it all dries back in place, so don't worry about it. Now the dragonfly. This actually turned out to be my favorite part of this page. I started by adding in a yellowish color to it and dropped in some green at places. I then picked up some purple and added it to the underside of the wings. The aged paper that I adhered to create texture actually makes the dragonfly's wings look so cool. Quick paper towel wipe and scribbling 2 blue shades for the background. I then add water to it and create a diluted color, and then I'm adding this to the whole background area. I added yellow circles and some pink dots with the marker tip of the Tombow dual brush pen. And here's a close-up at the finished page. Thank you so much for coloring with me today. I hope you learned some fun techniques to try and will stop by my channel again soon. I will leave you here with a few of my previous videos that involve coloring as well. Bye-bye!